Cars or trucks?
Trucks.
Blondes or brunettes?
Brunettes.
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Bush or Bud Light?
Bush Light.
Run or walk?
Run.
iPhone, Android.
I mean walk. I ain't
iPhone,
running.
Android.
iPhone. Dang.
That's just a little bit to get
That's
to know
how we're
Jesse.
starting off right now?
That's just a little bit to get to know Jesse.
Dang.
You like that?
I had to say brunette, though.
I know. I was
to.
trying to catch you. But
No, I had to say brunette. You know,
had to
shout
say
out
brunette.
to LB. She's a brunette.
yeah.
But yeah, here we are.
I was trying to trap you.
Yeah, don't do that.
We just not air this one. Skip to 3.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
No, dude. Yeah, skip right to episode 3.
Oh shit, man. Well, how's it going? I haven't seen you in like 12 days, bud.
Dude, it's been good. You've been traveling, but
I have.
I'm excited to be back for the second installment
Yes.
of Not Your Average Podcast.
Exactly. I'm really pumped. Right now we're in the parking lot for Sportsman's Warehouse.
Yes, and it's not even open.
It's not open today on Sundays.
No, we don't got to worry about any people like
Bugging us.
topping the truck or anything in the
Excuse me,
trailer.
sir?
So, excuse me, I need to get out of there.
Exit the trailer, please.
2 guys, 1 trailer.
That would actually have been a funny title.
That would have been a funny.
That would have been a very funny title for this show. But I like the Not Your Average Podcast.
Yeah, that's good. I hope you guys that are listening or watching, I hope you guys like the logo Gary designed.
The little album cover looking
Yeah,
thing.
the little album cover on
Yes,
Friday.
sir.
Surprised me while I was watching the Iowa State Sweet 16, which let into heartbreak anyway. But at least we had a logo.
Dude, I caught the last end of that little game there. That sucked.
Yeah. I mean, can't be terrible.
No.
Can't be terrible because, like, we went from winning, like, 2 games last year to making the Sweet 16. So,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
So,
Without a doubt.
but it was dope, dude. But how was the trip?
Dude, my trip was good. It was long. It was very long. So basically what I did was travel to Oklahoma. I do broadcasting for a company, and I went to Oklahoma to do a race. Then I stayed in Texas for a little while and went fishing, had a little bit of fun. And then I went over to Arkansas and was there for the past 3-4 days. So
That's dope.
it was
though.
a good time. Yeah, it was a good time. I've been able to see the country, get out a little bit more. I love hotels, so that works out great.
Really?
I get to stay in.
You
like,
didn't stay in
all
like
kinds
any
of-
like super cheap ones?
No, they always put me in like pretty decent ones. I stayed in this one. It was called a True. Now comment below if any of you guys have stayed in a True.
The True.
By Hilton.
TRU or
TRU by Hilton, dude. It's like a dorm room. Did I show you a picture of
No.
it? Oh, dude, it's like a dorm room. It's
Put it right here.
gorgeous.
Dink.
Yeah, I'll put, like the mullet one.
Yeah.
We'll throw it right there. Beautiful though.
Really?
Oh man, it was so nice.
Dude, I saw
all the people
the-
were nice. They were like, "Thank you so very much, sir, for coming to breakfast."
This was in Arkansas?
Yeah, no, this was in Texas. This was like in
well,
Dallas, basically.
Yeah, Texas people should be pretty nice.
Yeah. But
I saw the picture of you outside at that like restaurant with like the
the tea
like
crate.
cargo
Dude.
shipping containers or whatever.
Yes. The owners of that were from New Mexico, and apparently in New Mexico they're all like that.
Really?
Everything's out of these crates. Yeah.
I mean, it would cut down on like your price of the building or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Did you like that?
Nice.
I don't want to be chewing gum. I don't want to be distracting y'all.
That's gonna be a clip. Oh man.
No, man. But what have you been up to since I've been gone, dude?
Dude, I've like work has been hectic.
Yes, kind of a new job, but not really.
Kind of a new job, but still learning.
Yeah.
Learning curve is massive at this place, and I was talking to one of the older guys there, and he was saying how it's gonna take me about a year and a half to like really grasp
Really set
anything.
in.
Yeah, and I just started in January, so
Yeah.
yeah, dude, the learning curve is nuts. I think this past pay period, I clocked in like 11 or 10 hours of overtime or something.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm getting paid for it now, though.
Yeah. It's not like
My
the other
last job,
one where
for those of you guys that are listening, my last job, I was a salary employee, contracted from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The first day I was there, I worked until 1 in the morning. Mind you, it's an
Dude.
agricultural job, so I was planting stuff. But I wasn't even the one driving the tractor, so I had no control.
buddy. Yeah, you had to get out of that
I
one.
had to, dude. That was the worst 8 months of my life.
Yeah.
And that kind of leads in right into what the podcast, kind of the scenario the podcast is going to be.
Yes.
It's going to be time is currency,
Yes, sir.
right? And
Get it up on the board here.
do we have a pen?
It's right there.
Perfect.
I thought I lost it, but it's right there.
Perfect.
His handwriting's way better than mine, so that's why
So
he's
yeah,
up on
while
it.
you guys are
Is that
listening,
a Kelsey jersey? Bro, I
is.
peep that jersey
Yeah,
right
dude.
now. Dang.
Dude, did you see Tyreek Hill is not even with us anymore?
Oh, you told. Oh,
I say with us like I'm playing, but like you know what I'm saying.
No, I get you. Yeah, I messaged you because I saw that TikTok that was like Juju was making TikToks about Kansas City,
Yeah, dude.
and you're like, yeah, but we lost Tyreek, and I was like, no.
Lost him to the Miami Dolphins,
Dude, to
which
the
now
Dolphins.
there's a rumor Tom Brady's going to the Miami Dolphins.
What?
Yeah, broke it here first,
What?
folks.
You heard it here. Jesse's.
I read it here first, actually. But yeah,
Dang, dude.
Tom Brady, dude.
Tom Brady's crazy, man.
He
He's
is the
just-
GOAT, though.
He's just insane. He really is. Like, some people don't like him. Some people like him a lot. To be completely honest, he's just the best. I guess I can't talk about past quarterbacks, like from before I was born.
Goddamn Joe Montana.
Montana. But like, what's that from?
I don't know.
Waterboy.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah.
Waterboy? That's funny.
Joe Montana.
But yeah, dude, that's the rumor. The rumor is that he's leaving Tampa Bay and going to the Miami Dolphins.
Really?
Who knows if it's actually true, but
I thought he loved Tampa though. Like I thought he was really enjoying himself, but I don't know. Maybe he's going for money or something. Who knows? He's getting to that point where he's kind of just like having fun.
question. How do you spell currency?
Like I think it's just like current, but like with a C.
Currency.
something at the
You
end.
might need to look this up because we
Give
don't
me
want to mess it up.
Sound it out.
And
like we're in fifth
for
grade.
the guys that are listening and the women that are listening, I'm not gonna try to cuss this episode. 'Cause
Dude,
I
you know what I
replayed,
did?
I replayed the last one.
Yeah.
First one. Oh man, it was hefty.
Yeah. We got to keep it PG up in here.
Maybe
Maybe one or two slip,
Yeah, maybe not totally PG,
but
not off the Richter scale like I
yeah.
was doing it. You know?
I definitely need to stop saying the word like. Did you notice that in the first one? I said like about 1 billion times. You guys could have made that a drinking game and got wasted. You ever done that? Play the drinking game where you put the hat in the corner of the TV, and every time somebody wears the hat, you have to drink?
Dude, I saw that, but it was like a Santa Claus hat.
Yeah. Every time
yeah.
somebody wears the hat, like on the TV screen where it's like up in the corner,
Oh yeah.
they got to drink.
Today's the 27th. All right.
27, boy.
We're rocking. Episode number 2. Time is currency if you're tuning in right now.
Yes, sir. Time is currency.
We're back on the Not Your Average podcast.
Yo.
And that's going to be one of the topics I think we're going to dive into right away is the idea of time being your currency, right?
It really is.
And
Time is money.
it literally goes for everything. Yeah,
Oh.
time is money. You got to balance yourself because you can't be at two places at one time.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I have never not connected, but like I've never taken a little saying so much to heart since I've been working by myself, like
Yeah.
not at a job.
That's actually what I was going to ask
It's
you. Like,
crazy, dude.
I wanted to pick your brain on the
Yeah.
idea of time and currency, and now I think I gave you the examples of my childhood, right? So
Yeah.
for those of you that don't know, my parents have been their own bosses since they were, or I was, I guess, in second grade.
Yeah. Like since
So
you can remember.
2002
Yeah.
to now.
Restaurant.
Yeah,
Correct.
restaurant owners. And
Yeah.
as of recently, my dad opened a landscape company, so that's what he does now.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's
Did
been,
I know that?
Yeah, last summer.
Oh.
Maybe I didn't tell you that?
I don't
probably
know.
didn't tell you that.
I don't think I did. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Maybe you did. I don't know.
Yeah, so him
I
and
don't think so.
my uncle, which is kind of like my oldest brother.
Yeah.
I look at him as a brother because he lived with us since he was 15.
Oh, okay.
So during the pandemic,
Bro, that's dope. Background, by the
oh
way.
yeah, I made that
Peep
about
that
Laura.
real quick.
That's dope. Here,
Bam.
I'll zoom in.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it won't focus.
No,
Anyway, it's
on
like a
manual,
montage
but-
that I made.
Yeah. That's sick, dude.
During the pandemic in 2020, the restaurant industry got hit pretty hard.
Bad.
People couldn't go in to eat at the restaurant, and like there was laws and all that kind of stuff. And our business has always been family ran, right?
Yeah.
My uncle and my dad are the cooks. My mom takes care of the front, does all like the paperwork stuff.
Yep.
So it's been a very like real family business, right? And during that, we couldn't work, so my uncle had to go find like another job. And for the first time in a long time, he had to work for somebody else besides my dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's been working at the restaurant.
He's been working for my dad for like ever since like they started pretty much.
Okay.
But he's always been like a super like what's the word, like when we can handyman.
Oh, okay.
He can fix stuff
kind of a
and work on
Renaissance
stuff.
man.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
can
yeah.
do anything.
And he really enjoyed landscaping, and he did it during the pandemic because that's the only job that he could do.
Oh.
Because he didn't have to get in contact with people. His boss would send him out, mow the grass, blow the leaves, do all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then now, fast forward to 2021,
Yep.
he asked my dad if he would be a partner.
Oh.
And my dad like looks at him as like a son, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, like I'll help you out. We'll get it started. And they're like, dude, they're getting like $300 or $400 jobs. Like it doesn't sound a lot.
No, but
Like it's like commercial jobs that people can't, like people that have a business in that for like 10 years can't even get that job.
wow.
And it's just because like the way that my uncle is and like talking and like doing that kind of stuff.
Dang.
Yeah, dude, their
Just
first
a little bit of a business.
yeah,
man.
their first job was a $500 job, and then the next one was like $1,000 job.
Well, that's perfect. Like if you're trying to start your own deal, like you could even probably branch off of theirs and go through the whole. Wow.
Yeah, so they're doing that, and I mean that kind of fast forward leads us to, the time is currency. So I always grew up like having time with my parents, right?
Yeah.
I never had to like sit and wait 3 hours after school until they came to pick me up or something like that. Like if I ever needed anything, I knew exactly where they were going to be.
Yo.
And I could work. Like my dad would like put me to work, he put me to work when I could start to work, I guess. Like 8 years old, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I talked to him about that to this day. Like those memories and those experiences, I think you can't get when you work for like a big corporation.
No.
Right? You can't take your son to work.
Yeah.
And like I think that's what's kind of been drilled in my head for so long.
Yeah.
That like now I'm like, okay, I need to do it for myself because I've been working in corporate America, and I'm like,
Yo.
You can wake up and fire me tomorrow. Pretty much.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Unless you have like a contract.
Unless you have a contract that says like, hey, you can't, but that's not even those don't even exist really.
No.
Unless you're like you're in the NBA or something. Even then you're gonna get traded.
Yeah, and like you can get out of contracts.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like with you now starting your own business, right?
Yeah.
I think you really realize the transition between like working for somebody and they're like they don't value you, they don't pay you what you need to be paid.
Yeah.
To now, Garrett, like you're thinking like, hey, if I don't work, I don't eat.
Yeah.
But if I want to, I could bring Jessa with me, like somewhere.
Yeah.
Like to a job.
Yeah.
Like go take pictures somewhere, do that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. It's been a crazy roller coaster, and it's only been like months.
Yeah.
It's really insane what's happened.
And
Quitting my job is just like really realizing how much time there actually is in a day.
I
wrote that down because you sit there you get a whole bunch of stuff done. Have you ever done this? You get a whole bunch of stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
You sit down and it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah. And it just flies by.
You think, whoa, this whole day is still here, and I've already done all this. What else can I get done?
Exactly.
You get at the end of the day, and you're sitting there saying, wow, I just did a whole like week's worth of stuff.
Yeah, dude.
It's insane.
Yeah, and you're on your schedule.
Yeah.
As long as you're making money to pay for what you need to pay for, you're on your own schedule. You dictate what you want to do, when you can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With the 9 to 5 taking up that majority section of the day, it almost limits you to not being able to do certain things.
No.
I was able to do my YouTube channel, but not to my full potential because I only had a certain little minute time to get videos done. I could stay up late, but then I would be tired the next day for work, and it was just a bad cycle.
Do you know how many times since we graduated college, and I graduated in 2018, you were what, 2019, right?
20 college?
Yeah.
2020.
Oh, 2020. And like from that day to now, you know how many times I've came home from work and just laid there? Because it's exhausting, dude.
I did it too.
Yeah.
It's mentally exhausting.
It's mentally
sometimes.
exhausting. It's not even physical. Like you can deal with that.
Yeah.
But mentally, you're just like,
especially dealing with some people, maybe dealing with your boss a little
literally.
bit.
And like if there's something that you want to do, like you just put it off because you like, oh, I'd rather lay here for another 10 minutes.
You do.
Or another hour or something like that.
It gets to be that way. I think a lot of people fall into that rut.
Yeah, and I think now, like, you're definitely seeing it firsthand. Is like, exactly, I get everything done by noon,
Yeah.
I have the rest of the day to work on another craft that could possibly bring me a certain amount of income.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have so much more energy, I feel like.
Yeah.
I just
sure you
am
do.
energized and like ready to go.
And there's no pressure from someone else breathing on you. It's
Yeah.
like you're your own pressure.
Yeah, exactly. But that also can be a downfall if somebody doesn't have motivation. They can't get things
True.
done, and they can't make it work.
But I also think people like that aren't in the realm.
They're probably not going to try to go on their own anyways.
No, they're not in that headspace.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and I could be completely wrong for those that are listening. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
You could be the laziest person in the world and want to be your own boss.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, though, is like the majority of people that are self-sufficient and want to be on their own,
Yep.
they're going to make sure that they're going to be successful.
Yeah, they're going to take the right steps.
They're going to take the right steps.
and not stop.
Exactly. If you stop, you don't eat, man.
Yeah.
If you don't work, you don't eat.
Yeah, it comes down to it.
You know?
Just, yeah, it's pure survival.
Yeah,
at
pure
that point.
survival. You're putting in the work. You're reaping the benefit, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So, another example that kind of talks about, or it reminds me of, I guess, time is currency. Oh, this time I dropped my phone.
Yeah.
Get that. Is like.
Oh, you don't even got a case on that shit
no,
either.
I really hope it didn't.
Bro,
break.
you
I
risking it.
I just ordered one today.
Bro, you risking it.
I just ordered one today.
Ooh. Flip it.
Oh, we're good.
You
Ooh.
get it.
No, we're good.
Oh.
I literally just ordered a case today for it.
Damn, dude. I can't even go outside without a case on my phone.
No.
Even if it's in my pocket, I'm just like, nope.
That's funny.
Nope.
But an example that happened today that reminded me of time as currency was actually trying to figure out when to film this today, right?
Yeah.
So originally,
That's a good one.
yeah,
I
originally,
like where this is going.
originally today, you know, Garrett just came back from his two-week trip, you know,
Yup.
traveling to the south.
Got up at 5 a.m., hauled
Ace.
booty.
Ace.
Yeah.
That's not a bad cuss word. I can say that. Ace. Whole lot of ace.
We hauled a lot of ice.
Anyway, yeah, he was traveling. He left early this morning,
Yeah.
and we were trying to figure out, you know, when we were going to film this podcast. And did you throw out 6:30 or did I throw out?
I think
6:30?
I did.
You threw out 6:30.
Yeah.
And
you said you had dinner at 5, and I was like, hour and a half.
yeah. So give or take, right? Gives
Yeah.
us enough lead time.
Yep.
And LB is my girlfriend, right? She's in a master's program, and she has it on the weekends because during the week she's a teacher.
Killing it.
And yeah, shout out to her. She's killing it.
What's up, Laura?
And she got out of class early. She got out at 1.
You think she's going to get this far in the podcast?
Yeah, dude, she watched
Let's
the
test
other
her. Don't tell her about this.
one.
Let's test her.
We'll see.
Laura, you being tested right now.
Yeah, I'm not taking her out to dinner if you don't get
I know
this far.
Jessa definitely doesn't get this far. She's so fed up with my shit.
Really?
Oh, no. She just doesn't care anymore.
But anyway, she got out of class early. She usually gets out at like 4:30.
Okay.
So she had the rest of the day.
Oh.
And she's like, hey, like we have dinner with my parents at 5, which I knew because we were trying to
Yes.
schedule it, right?
Yep.
And then she's like, dinner might last a little longer because they were her brother and her dad were smoking like brisket or something.
Oh.
Some type of pork, I don't know.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, so 6:30 is still gonna be fine because they said it would be done at 4 or 5.
Yep.
And you know, we got in like this little scuffle, I would say.
Scuffle.
Yeah. But it wasn't not like physical or anything.
just
But it was just
relationship.
like she was trying to figure out how I could be at 2 places in one time.
Yeah.
And make everybody happy.
Yep.
Right?
I'm trying to figure that out a lot.
Yeah, and that's literally what comes into play is time is currency. How do you balance
Yep.
the things that you need to do in the right order? So
Yep.
I was like, I'll run up to Ankeny, get my headphones while you're doing your stuff in Altoona that you need to get.
Yep.
And then I'll meet you at your parents'. I'll drive separately so then I can go do this podcast.
Yeah.
And at first she was like not understanding it.
Yeah.
And then after I think the drive that she had like a 15, 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
She understood like, okay, it's not like he doesn't want to be here.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's the principle, right? The principle is I am still going to see your parents. It's just not going to be for a long period of time.
Yes. Yes.
And then so I see them. We got there at 2:30.
Yep.
So from 2:30 to when I just showed up, I was with them.
Okay.
Now dinner was a small portion of that,
Yeah.
right? But I was still
Conversed
physically
and you're
there.
there. Yeah,
I
yeah.
was there. And I think maybe on the drive, that's what she realized was like, hey, like the principle is that he's still coming here.
Yeah.
He's still spending time with me and my family.
Yep.
And I'm still able to come here.
Yep.
And do this podcast.
Yeah.
And like we get to do what we want to do and release it to the public. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that was definitely like an experience driving up here. I'm like, okay, this is funny how our episode is called Time is Currency. And
I didn't even think of it.
And I'm going through a scenario right
I
now.
didn't even think of it, but that's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. I run into that a lot, and I think that I've thought about it in this way is, and this isn't your case, but for I want to see my parents a lot in Clear Lake, and I don't get to that often, but sometimes I go through there and I don't stop and say hi. But in my head, I've decided that, time is money, but if I stop in for 5 minutes, that's infinitely better than not stopping in.
Oh, dude, it's huge.
Oh my gosh. Like,
it's huge.
Just saying hi to Crystal, my little dog, saying hi to the parents, this and that. And then I can bolt right back out if I really had to. But that 5 minutes is like everything.
It's incredible, dude. And I relate to that because I'm 4.5 hours away from my parents.
Yeah.
In another state.
You have been for a while.
I have, dude, since 2014 or something, 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
And every time I go back, dude, like every time I go back, I see them age a little more.
Yeah.
And I see them like get even more excited to see me. So I like the last time we went last weekend. And my dad's like, man, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
And and then I started to realize it was a month. You know how much changes in a month?
Time flies,
dude. Leaves change in like less than 3 weeks.
Time flies.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, I wish that I was closer, but like he also understands that like this is where I need to be.
Yeah.
This is this place that we live in, Central Iowa, Des Moines, is like where I want to be. Like it's the best of both worlds.
You've
dude.
always said that.
Yeah,
You've
it's the best of both worlds. Like if you need to clear your mind, you drive 5 minutes north out of the city and you're in cornfields.
Yeah.
You want a little like city vibe?
Yeah.
You go downtown.
Yeah, there's lakes, ponds,
There literally you want to go
rivers.
fishing and do all that stuff. Like there's places to do it. You just got to find it and.
Yeah.
Man, time is a currency. I think a lot of people, if you were to do a survey of like the work week, right?
Yep.
So let's say Monday through Thursday, you work a 10-hour day, and you get off Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
People would do it.
Oh.
I think instead of working Monday through Friday 8 hours a day.
I've heard a lot of
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the 4 10-hour days.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
People would jump on it.
I've heard
I think,
a lot of
honestly,
things.
I think work would be more productive.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, instead of having 5 full days, we have 4.
Yeah.
And we have to do the same productivity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
Time is currency, dude.
Yeah, and then too, like if it's a factory or whatever it is, they could be shut down completely for 3 days instead of just having like 2 days.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
For sure, man. Hey, I got this thing that's been rattling in my mind.
Yeah, let's
here.
do it. Let's hit it.
Talk about
Hey, we
it.
got a lot of time still.
We do. I don't even know what we're at, but we're just gonna keep ripping.
Yeah, we're gonna until we're done with what we need to get done. We're gonna keep going.
Exactly.
So,
I already said that quitting my job is realizing how much time there actually is in the day. Also, it's very hard to realize that when you first start on your own, it's very hard to realize that sometimes the work that you're doing isn't going to show a return like right now.
Oh, 100%.
Sometimes it's a marathon,
100%.
not a sprint. Like you could do a whole bunch of work in a day and it not really mean a whole bunch.
100%.
I mean, it'll mean a little bit, but it's maybe not going to get you what you wanted.
100%, dude.
Whereas working that day job, no matter how many hours you work, you're still going to get, well, for most people's cases, like you're going to get paid for those hours that you're working. So it's more of a, like, I'm just kind of like floating to get to this process where now it's I've got to figure out where the value is. I do a little bit of volunteering for a veterans race that they do, and I'm always happy to volunteer, but I got to watch myself because I really, really like the cause. But if I'm spending a lot of time doing this for free, and it actually takes quite a bit of my time sometimes, and that just isn't a good thing.
Yeah, dude. And you're in the game where the money's the name.
Like I've helped him as much as he's needed, but in like the future here now, I'm starting to realize that I kind of got to watch what I say yes and no to.
Yeah.
Where I used to just say yes to everything because there was like all this opportunity, but now that I'm flooded with opportunity, I need to start picking and choosing where the time needs to be.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
I think that goes too with like your priorities are changing,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like
it's been Oh, dude, I can't wait till you take the leap, bro.
I already know. I'm trying to leap this thing like yesterday.
Oh, it's so amazing.
But I have to wait, dude. I'm in a little lull right now where, I got to save some money. I got to do some things first.
Yeah.
And then I'll jump in. But
for sure,
the minute that I do, dude, I'm full throttle with it. I was telling LB the other day, like, hey, once, I was raised this way.
Yeah.
I was raised with, like, my parents are fucking go-getters. And, like,
it's so awesome that you already have almost like an infrastructure to ask questions.
Yeah, and dude, that's kind of crazy.
Right now, I'm trying to find spots where I'm like, how do I do this accounting stuff, and I have to pay $200 to even get an answer, like a tip.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to my dad when I really told him, like, hey, like, I think this is the route that I'm going to go. Yeah. What I'm doing right now is just to keep me afloat.
Yeah.
But this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
My dad's like, we will literally help you with, like, bookkeeping and, like, all that kind of stuff. Like, I know you're living in a different state, but, like, we will figure it out.
Exactly.
And, like, I think that's the biggest thing, too, that's, like, a driving force is because, like, what if I don't know how to do something that involves business taxes? I just call them. Mm-hmm. And you don't, as a business owner, you really don't have anybody.
No.
You got to figure it out on your own.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got to watch, too, like, because there are some people that try to give me tips, but when they're not, like, my parents, I got to watch because it's me that's going to get in trouble if something bad goes wrong.
Yeah.
It's not them, so they can just throw out any tip they want and then, go home and everything's totally fine for them.
The IRS folks don't play, dude.
The what?
The IRS folks don't play, dude.
They be coming for yo.
No, they're gonna come at you like the
left, right, and sideways.
That dude. And like the what's that movie with Will Smith where he carries that like long black stick and he walks up to people and goes. What? He presses a button and it like shoots a light. It shoots a light at you and then you.
Oh, Men in Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a montage right now.
Men in Black. They forget everything.
Yeah. That's what they're going to do, dude. Then you're going to be butt-ass naked in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah.
Not a business owner.
Wake up, I don't have a liver. I don't have a kidney anymore.
Just a big scar, But yeah, dude, they're like my built-in dictionary. Now that I think about it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely like my built-in like person contact people,
It helps too. Like some people don't realize that it really helps when somebody's pushing behind you.
Facts.
Right? So
Facts.
You can do a lot on your own. But when somebody's keeps just saying, "Oh heck yeah, good job," or "I liked that," or "How was your day?" Like, "Oh, sorry, it sucked a little bit, but tomorrow's gonna be better." And just little things. People don't realize how far that goes.
Oh, dude, so far. And I always revert it back to my parents because that's the only example that I have that's like right next to me.
Yeah.
And my parents are like a team, dude. Like my dad takes about if we're looking at it as like a black and white scenario, right?
Yeah.
My dad's the labor and my mom's the brain of the business.
You ever seen the movie Sky High?
I don't think so.
The superhero movie?
No.
Oh, your parents are their mom and dad.
Really? Is that what that is?
No. Well, yeah. He's like super strong and like can lift stuff and stuff, and she flies and is really smart.
Oh, yeah. It's on Disney Channel.
It probably was.
Yeah, dude. They got like the goggle things, like a little mask thing.
Maybe.
Are they white or are they black?
White.
Oh, I was thinking of the mom and a black dad.
Oh,
superhero movie on Disney Channel. If you guys know what that is, if you're listening,
comment
and like the video also. But comment the name of that movie that I'm talking about. It was on Disney Channel. It was a mom and a dad, and they had little kids, and they were all a superhero movie.
It's not The Incredibles.
No, it's not, dude.
I don't know, man.
Maybe the listeners will figure it out.
Sorry to sidetrack you.
Yeah. Well, they'll figure it out. But
they're smart.
Yeah, dude. Like that's how they work as a team, man, and they both know it.
Oh.
Like my dad will look at my mom and he goes, "I don't know how to do that," and she'll go, "I got you."
Yeah. She'll take the reins.
Yeah, she'll take the reins, and with like me wanting to do this, right, and like wanting to kind of jump into my own lane of being an entrepreneur, I sat and I talked with LB about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, like, what are your thoughts on this?" And she goes, "Well, like, I don't know."
A little hesitant.
But it's because she didn't grow up in that environment.
Yeah, that's
right?
That's not
her,
the one for
her background in her life is completely different than what mine is, right?
Yeah.
But once I started to talk to her about it and like let her see the value of being your own boss and being able to have that time that is a currency.
Yeah.
She was on board with it.
Oh yeah.
She was like, yeah, you might work twice as hard. You know, you might go through bigger situations where financially it might not be okay.
Yeah.
But if you grind it through those like times, like you can have your, like, for example, if you have a kid someday, your kid could be like right there helping you at like 5.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing, dude, because like, you know, I want to do like this whole landscape thing, mowing grass and designing landscapes and all that kind of stuff. And when winter comes around, like, if I have a kid someday, wouldn't it be dope to have a buddy?
Yeah.
That rides around with you all day?
Oh yeah.
Plowing snow, and he's just pounding like juice boxes, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I could be pounding juice boxes, but he's pounding juice
having the
boxes.
time of his life.
Yeah.
He's with dad.
Exactly, with dad. And like you can't get that anywhere else.
No. I've ran into it just a little bit, even just with Reggie, the little dog we have.
Yeah.
Oh, she loves to go to the store with me or like wherever I'm going just during the day.
Because
usually she's in the cage.
And it's because you can.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's so much
Dude,
fun.
It's nuts.
It's crazy.
It's so
If
nuts.
anybody out there is thinking about taking the leap and going to work for themselves,
do it.
I highly recommend it. I think that there's no greater feeling. There's no greater feeling.
With that being said, though, you have to have your ducks in a row.
Yeah. Don't just like jump off.
No,
I'm gonna make it.
No, like you have to do your research and you have to do like your work right before you do it. Because if you don't have those things that kind of lean on as a crutch, you're gonna be looking for a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and pick something that like you fully want to do.
Oh
like,
yeah,
that
you have to love it.
Yeah, that you know that you want to do it. You know you're good at it. Like
there's nobody looking over your shoulder. You're the only one that's doing it. Like this podcast that we're doing, absolutely nobody's telling us that we have to do it.
Nope.
Maybe I'm forcing Jesse to be here. So what? No,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is something I think that we've been trying to do for the last 2 years.
I'm pretty sure
when I moved back to Des Moines 2020, I drove up to Ames, remember?
Yeah, we filmed probably this is probably like the 6th thing we've ever filmed. Cuz like we've filmed quite a few of these and they just never.
We've tried it. Either they didn't sound right, it didn't get saved, the video didn't look very good.
Yep.
And I think now, you know, we have it kind of
charisma.
We have it we have the what do you call that? What you slapping over there?
The back. I'm playing.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, hey, relax. What you slapping? But yeah, man, I think we got it toned in. I think we got it honed down to where it's just, dude, this is what we want to do.
It's just you guys talking in a trailer about stuff we were going to talk about anyways.
Yeah, exactly. But now people just can hear it.
But everybody can enjoy and maybe have their own little input. Yeah. I really want people to start commenting on the YouTube channel so we can talk about you guys.
Please comment. Please subscribe.
Yeah.
I don't care what you comment. Like, just comment it. We'll read it. Maybe we'll do that. If we get enough comments.
I want to read them, dude. I'd love to read them.
If we get enough comments, maybe we'll start to read them off and that kind of stuff. I saw we're getting some like random comments on TikTok.
Yeah, some TikToks for sure. Yes,
but, like,
people
we need
some.
We need some topics if you guys want us to get real nitty gritty with it. You know.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Dirt Band. Ooh, that was a bar.
The Dirt Man.
Yeah, no, Dirt Band. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
Dirt Band.
Is that what it is? Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I think so.
But
we got some special guests we want to have on here, dude. What are we gonna do? Just slap them in the middle?
Yeah, we're gonna have to. They're gonna go skiing.
I don't know if we have another bar stool. We'll have to get a bar stool.
Yeah, or we can just get it. We'll kind of set them low.
Stick crisscross applesauce.
We'll just look at them and be like, hey, dude, you good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Shoot. So this is like way off topic.
Yeah, go for it. Rip it, dude.
The other day, I do these broadcasting gigs where I show up at a racetrack. It's not always racetracks, but majority of them are. Racetracks, I show up, I set up all the live stuff, the computer, camera, all that, and we go live and broadcast it online so people that aren't there can actually watch it. And I had a show at noon one day, and I decided to get up really, really early and get there I think it was like probably 8 maybe or something by the time I got there. And I don't really know why I did it, but dude, I'm standing there and nobody's there at the racetrack. Absolutely nobody. It's dead silent. It's quiet, and I'm getting ready to set up. Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm just looking out at Arkansas.
Yeah.
Just looking at the mountains and stuff.
They got mountains over there?
Mornings? Yeah, Arkansas, there's like some mountainy stuff. What? It's not like Everest.
Is it like an Iowa dirt mound?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever been to like Decorah?
Yeah.
It's like hilly and like
really?
Mountainy. It's like that in Arkansas in some areas.
Definitely did not think that.
There's a lot of trees, dude.
Really?
There's a billion trees in Arkansas.
Definitely
I drive by
that.
so much forest stuff area.
I didn't think that at all.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyways, And then like they'll be like, dude, they got armadillos. You'll see armadillo. You'll see an armadillo dead on the road.
Rolling around.
Yeah. But no, dude, mornings. Have you ever gotten up in the morning, just like peaceful? Like when you were at that deck at the apartment where you had that deck off the side. Did you ever just get up in the morning and just stand out there and just like look?
Yeah, just look. Peaceful.
Oh, crisp.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was just relating that to like all you turkey hunters. Turkey hunting season's coming up. All the turkey hunters that watch my channel and stuff.
Shout out to them Turks.
Shout out to them turkey, them dinosaurs, fucking snood danglers.
Shout out to Snood. I've said that
We shouted
twice
out to
now.
him the last time, too.
I'm gonna do it every episode. Shout out Snood.
No, Snood. He dropped his phone in the lake today.
Oh no.
Yeah. Idiot. They went on musky fishing. Anyway, dude, turkey hunting's the best. Like when at first the birds are chirping and stuff, and you just got set up, and like you're just waiting for the turkeys to come in, man. And they're
Gobble,
just,
gobble.
and then you're like,
man. Hey, for some of you that don't know what he's doing, that's a turkey call.
yeah, that's a hen telling him, "Come here's right there.
Hey, come here, baby.
Get a bone in the cheeks."
But
it's getting raunchy up in here.
Right before this conversation, when you're editing the video, you need to put an XR or a rated X symbol, because hey, we might have some 10-year-old listeners on here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. My Snapchat reaches a long way.
They
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure. That's funny.
Oh, that's good. But yeah, we forgot to mention this already. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts as well. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, you can also go onto there, Not Your Average Podcast.
The links might be here.
They might be in the description too. I don't know if I can add a link, but yeah. So check it out there too if you're driving. I know I listened to ours just to think about some tips and stuff earlier. I listened to some Joe Rogan stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Spotify.
Which one did you listen to? Recently? Or are you just saying in general?
No. So on the way home, I listened to Joe Rogan when he talked to Mr. Beast, which you're the one that doesn't know who Mr. Beast is.
I still don't know who Mr. Beast is.
This freaking guy.
Right here, insert picture.
Jesus. Let me get
Mr.
a picture
Beast.
up right now.
Wait,
Anyways.
is that the guy that like got famous when he would eat a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, no.
Like he would make like those like lasagna layered with like McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Oh, I don't think that's him.
That's not him?
No.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different
Are you
guy.
thinking of Shoe Nice?
No, shoot.
That's Mr.
Okay,
Beast.
that's definitely not the same guy.
You don't know who that guy is?
No, I have no idea.
Dude, he's the biggest YouTuber
Ever?
on the platform. He's got like 90 million subscribers.
What does he do?
He does crazy things where he'll buy a house and order a pizza and then give the house to the pizza guy.
Wow.
Or he'll buy an island and put like 10 people on it, and then the last person to stay on the island gets the island.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does he have so much money?
So he started out by just little things, just studying how to go viral. I listened to all this stuff he was talking about.
Yeah.
He studied how to go viral and what makes a good video, what makes a good thumbnail, just all these little micromanagement type things.
Yeah.
And he basically figured out like, this is what works, this is what doesn't. So he started doing the things that worked, made a little money off of it, reinvested all of that money.
Yeah.
So he didn't put any in his pocket.
Huge part of entrepreneurship
Yeah.
is reinvesting.
So he's like, everybody calls me crazy for doing it, but he's like, businesses have been doing this for years.
Oh, yeah.
This is just a weird thing because I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking my ad money. I'm giving it back and putting it back into the business channel.
Which is the channel, yeah.
Yeah. And so he's got multiple channels. Now what he's doing is but yeah, so he's taking the money and he's reinvesting it. So then he makes $20,000 on the video, reinvest it. Now he makes $40,000, reinvest, and he just keeps doing it. He made like a Squid Games reenactment video, dude, like all these things.
So he's really just running it like a business.
Yeah, and he's got multiple channels now. Like he's got it's the exact same videos, but he has voiceover people from like Mexico or that speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And he gets like famous people to do them so that the people can relate to this famous person that's doing the voiceover
But it's
for
the
his
same
channel.
video.
But it's the same video, but it's just a
Wow.
voiceover so
Yeah.
that they can understand what's happening. He does it for like I think French and a couple other languages. But
Dude, that's dope. That's smart.
it is, and they're just crazy videos. It's literally just like videos of him getting buried alive, or he stays in solitary confinement for 2 days.
You ain't catching me in either of those places.
Yeah, and he's just said it's just crazy that nobody has ever done stuff like this. Like everybody's so focused on micromanaging things and making things algorithms. So if you put this much money and this star actor in, it'll come with this much amount of money out at the end.
Wow.
But he's like, I don't do it like that. He's like, I just throw a bunch of money at it, and we all have a whole bunch of fun, and hopefully something cool happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the money to do that, why wouldn't you?
Nothing scripted, like nothing like that. He said, and I think it's a really cool deal. I think he started.
I was thinking of this last night. Actually, was it last night? Maybe the day before.
Yeah.
You know, we posted our first episode.
Yep.
Right. Then I posted the link on Spotify, took a screenshot and shared it and all that stuff on our Instagram.
Yep.
And like my Snapchat, I have like well over like 200 and something people that view like my Snapchat.
Okay.
And then on my Instagram, I think I have like not crazy numbers, but I think I have like 300 something followers.
Yeah.
Which is just I don't chase followers on Instagram.
Probably,
you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people have, unless you're a sorority girl.
People just scroll.
Just go through.
Yeah.
And I have 300. We'll just throw a number out there. Say I have 350 followers on Instagram. Only 90 to 100 people look at the story.
Yeah.
Is that because the story itself has an algorithm?
Has a what?
Algorithm?
Oh, no. So since we're good friends, Instagram knows that, right? So if I'm liking a lot of your posts, Instagram knows that. So when the stories pop up on the top there, if you scroll and just keep scrolling, you'll be at the end on some of those other people. So the 90 that probably clicked on it, you're probably in the top like 6 or 10 people that they're clicking on.
Wonder if we can grow that.
So if people start liking your stuff more, and obviously numbers and followers go up, and that's going to help too. But that's a big thing because you don't want to be the last person at the story.
No, because nobody will look at it.
Yeah, and also if you don't post stories very often.
I try to post. I post a lot of stories.
I post a lot of stories too, actually.
Yeah, I post a lot.
Yeah, but Snapchat's more personal, dude. Snapchat's like you're texting somebody almost.
Yep.
So it's a little different in that sense.
I got a lot of messages on Snapchat saying like, "Hey, dude, like, you got it on Spotify, you got it on Apple Music. I have like a 50-minute.
Is awesome.
I have a 50-minute drive to work every day. Like, let me put it on there."
Yeah.
And then like lo and behold, you figured it out and got it on there. So
the support is awesome.
We are ripping.
Guys.
We are ripping on Spotify and Apple podcasts right now.
I don't know if there's any other ones we need to try.
I don't think so.
Those are the two big ones. I
YouTube,
know. Doesn't like Pandora have podcast stuff?
Dude, I haven't had Pandora since I was in high school.
That's what I used to listen to, but I've recently switched to Spotify, and I don't know if I'm gonna make the effort.
Dude, I think those three are the biggest ones. YouTube, if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
Spotify and Apple, if you want to listen to it.
Yep.
You know, I think those are the ones that those are the ones we need to keep going and stick on
for sure
for the rest of the however heck long we're gonna do this. Might be 20 years.
I'm just gonna keep ripping them. I don't care if one person watches.
No,
them,
dude. The first one we had viewers. We had 150,
and that was just like a YouTube thing.
That was views.
That was just a YouTube. Yeah, like that wasn't even for sure.
It's way easier to share it now with a link.
Oh yeah,
like hey, you don't need to watch it.
And I don't even listen to podcasts that often on YouTube. We just threw it out there because that was the only outlet we had,
and we wanted people to like see it or hear it or whatever.
Yeah,
background music. Who cares? Yeah. Talk about gyrating booties. Catching beer cans.
The little basketball.
That was funny.
Just spun it out.
Yeah. Speaking of that, let's kind of go back to that podcast.
Okay.
Towards the end.
Little reflection.
Yeah, towards the end.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you were talking about we wanted to talk about parties and that kind of stuff.
A little bit of college stuff.
Yeah. So we ended the podcast with the sale barn, right?
Yep.
And then I think I ended the podcast with me asking you, "Hey, you were the one that told me that you scaffolded down a building," which we got through that.
We got through that. Yep.
And then you started laughing.
Yeah.
And then you were telling me like, "Do you remember that one time?"
Yes.
And
I remember what I said.
I can't remember.
It was a time. So, Welch is where the bars are on Ames in Ames at Iowa State.
Iowa State, baby.
There was a time that you were out there drunk once. You weren't drunk very often down there.
Child of God over here.
Yeah. But you were out there, dude, and I think it was you, Jose Rojo, and Kingsley might have been here. I don't know who it was.
I know what you're talking about now, and Kingsley was not there.
He wasn't.
But shout out to the boys, though. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Okay.
Jose, shout out to Jose, by the way. One of my best.
We gotta get him on here, dude. He's got a great personality.
he was one of the people that told me like, hey, like there was multiple times in the last podcast where like I wanted to pause and give my 2 cents.
Oh,
So like he'd be a good person to get on there.
Dude, he's like smart, man.
Yeah, he's
this way
he's
about
engineer.
him.
He's really creative. You know?
He is too.
Shout out to Jose. Shout out to Rojo that are the boys
I haven't
part of
seen
3M.
Rojo in a minute.
I saw him this morning, dude.
What, Rojo?
Yeah, he was here visiting Carly's dad, stepdad. Yeah,
Wow.
Mr. Dave Lynn. Shout out to Dave.
Wow.
He brought the baby. Shout out to Mia.
Wow.
She is getting big, dude. And Carly's pregnant again.
Again,
dude.
What did you tell? No, you didn't tell me this already.
No, this is like news. Yeah, they're telling everybody now.
Congrats. Oh
yeah,
my
they're telling
God.
everybody now, but she's pregnant.
Dude,
yeah.
those two are my favorite.
Yeah, and I got to see Mia and got to see them, and man, he's really growing up. He's a full dad now.
He's super
like
dad
he's
right
got
now.
like the Nike white balance Velcro straps. You know what I'm saying? He's not wearing them, but he could.
But yeah. He's got the jeans that like came from Costco.
So yeah, back in our college days, Jose loved to just take off and run. Everybody's got that friend.
Oh yeah,
Everybody's got that friend where he gets messed up
multiple.
and just wants to just run.
Yeah.
And it was Jose, me, and Rojo, and we moved Jose's truck because like if you parked it on Welch,
Yeah.
it would get towed.
Oh yeah.
So we went and parked it at Carly's house. Rojo's now fiance, baby mama.
Yes, sir.
Right? Or no, not fiance. They're married. Wife.
Yes.
She used to live like a block down on Welch.
Yep.
And we moved Jose's truck over there so he wouldn't get towed because at the time he wasn't living at our apartment. He was just staying the night there.
Yeah.
Right? And I think it might have been like a mug night or something.
Oh yeah.
And we were
Which is what was that? Was that Mug Night was Thursday?
Thursday nights.
What was dollars? Dollars was Wednesday.
Wednesdays. Yeah. Every drink was $1 on Wednesdays.
Oh.
And mug nights, you'd buy a mug at like one of the bars, and you could like walk around to each bar, and like they would just
like,
pour your favorite drink in there.
Yeah.
You know, pay for the mug and pay like half price for the drink or something.
Yeah, I think it was like
worked.
$1 to fill up your mug or something like that.
So like we were lit. Like
Oh.
probably shouldn't have went with them anyway to move that truck, but I did. And I wasn't driving, so it wasn't me. And we moved the truck, and Jose gets out, and like we're just walking, talking as a team, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this boy takes off at like a 440, dude. Just
And-
like full sprint. He's
Jose's
like
tall too.
He's like
so
what,
like
six?
He's lengthy.
I don't know. He's like 6
He's gotta
foot
be like
something.
6'2".
Yeah, he's a tall dude. Like
Six-
was a tight end in high school. Like
Oh.
played rugby. He was an athlete. Then you got me, and then you got Rojo, which is taller than me, but we're kind of the same, you know.
Yeah.
And not now. He's probably skinnier than I am, but. Jose just takes off sprinting, dude, looking like Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Usain Jose out there, just full sprint. And
Jose Bolt.
yeah, Jose Bolt. And like, dude, and then I'm like, screw it. Like, I'm taking off.
Yeah.
So I take
Try to
off.
keep up.
And then Rojo's like, oh, the boys are running. And then he takes off, right?
yeah.
Mind you, let me a little sidebar into
Sidebar.
this. I had the fastest 40 in our apartment. If you hear anything different, they're lying.
Oh.
Carly and Rojo, you know I got the fastest 40 in the apartment when we were living there.
What?
I do, dude. I raced Rojo and Carly.
Dang, did you beat Parker?
Oh, Parker wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't there.
No, he wasn't
it was,
there.
I forgot the other guy.
Nate. No, Nate wasn't there. I think everybody had moved out.
just you and Rojo.
Yeah, Rojo and then Carly came to visit.
Oh.
Just sidetracked there, but we'll go back. So Jose's in a full sprint, and I take off, and then Rojo takes off, and like we're running. If you're from Ames, or if you're from Ames or you went to Iowa State, you know that like off of Welch, a block over is Stanton Ave, and Stanton Ave is where the Estas bar is, and I'm going north on Stanton Ave towards Lincoln Way, because our apartment was the Yellow Ghetto right behind Estas.
Yeah.
And I see Jose like turning right to go into the parking lot of our apartment complex.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, dude, I got him. Like, I'm about to just do a quick like cut through this grass, and I'm gonna like cut him off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now realizing that after the grass, there's a curb, and there's a parked car. And I'm full sprint, like I'm like here's Jose, and then here I am just coming like about to tee up with him, you know?
Yeah.
Took a step off that curb, dude, and it was downhill. I like smoked my knee on the ground. I literally shouldered into a car, and Rojo was like dying. Rojo didn't even make it. He was like laughing in the middle of the street.
Wow, I bet.
Just laughing,
Just
dude.
laughing his ass off.
And I think that might have been the last time I ever chased after somebody after that.
Probably, I
Yeah,
would.
full sprint. I don't know what got into him. I haven't asked him yet
Dude,
to this day.
he's
He
funny
just
like
took
that.
off, dude.
That's awesome.
Just took off.
I could just see it. Just
Remember the next day?
Ragdoll.
Remember the next day we went to the library?
yeah.
I couldn't even walk.
No,
Dude,
and
my knee
you
was
had-
swollen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like scabbed up. Dude,
Yeah.
I had shouldered the car. It was bad news.
You ever do that where you like step off a curb or something and you like hyperextend your
Yeah.
foot a little bit and you're like, and
Imagine
you look
that.
stupid and then you like look around. Did anybody see me do
Imagine that at a full sprint.
God.
Yeah.
Just-
Dude, it was like
Ooh.
everything moved slow. It was like a movie scene. It was so bad.
That's awesome.
I have another funny story too.
All right, hit us.
So at that same complex that Carly lived, right down the street on Welch, it was the Stritz. If you guys are familiar with that, Rojo and I had been drinking. We went to Outlaws at like 9:00, and nobody did that at the time. But the only reason why we went there is because they had $5 pitchers.
Yeah.
So you start off at Outlaws, and
Yeah.
then you go like to the other bars.
Is that why there was like this weird shift? There would be a packed area in Sips, and then all of a sudden it would get empty, and there would be people at Patty's.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while that would get empty, and then Outlaws was packed.
Yeah,
Why was
because
there?
they all had like a deal at a certain time.
Oh,
like
so everybody was
Sips
shifting?
o'clock. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Sips o'clock would be all drinks for a certain price for
okay.
this
That's what I figured.
this
but
minute.
It didn't make sense at the time. I'm always like, God, I mean, this is where we go at these times, but like, why are we going here?
Yeah,
We're having
yeah.
fun here. Why are we
Yeah,
leaving?
no. You got to bounce around, dude.
Yeah, you had to bounce.
Yeah, and one of those times, like I
Follow
said,
the crowd.
we went there like 9 because they had like a $5 pitcher, and we were just getting foobarred up, just hammered.
Foobarred up?
Foobarred.
What is that?
Fucked up beyond recognition.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't
just
know that.
foobarred up.
Foobarred?
Foobarred. And Carly's in bed because of the angel that she is, right?
Yeah.
And we're sitting at the bar. We're not really sitting, we're standing. Rojo gets a text from Carly, and she goes, "Hey, can you bring my toothbrush? I left it at your place." Obviously, I'm not going to leave a soldier by himself, right? So Rojo's like, I got to go, take Carly's toothbrush. So I go with him. We go back to our apartment, get the toothbrush.
Yeah.
And we're fucked up. Like, the last thing I remember drinking was like a vodka, or it was like a Crown and Sprite. Mm-hmm. Like, that was the last drink I had at the night.
Yeah.
And we're so drunk, man. We don't realize that there's like you can go around a fence to get to the parking lot.
Oh.
Did I tell you this story?
No.
Yeah, so like there's a fence between like a somebody's backyard and then the parking lot of the Stritz.
Yeah.
And we could have easily just walked around it, but we came up at the part of the fence where we didn't want to walk around it.
Yeah.
And we were drunk enough. And there's a picnic table right next to the fence. So Bro was like, "Are we doing it?" And I'm like, "If you're a bird, I'm a bird." So he like climbs
You're
up
a
there.
bird, I'm a
Yeah,
bird.
so he climbs up there, dude. Like puts his leg up, puts his leg up, climbs up the fence, eats shit immediately over the fence.
On the other side?
On the other side.
So you just heard a sack of
Boom.
potatoes.
And I'm like, "Oh, bro, you good?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, hurry up." Because we thought we were going to get in trouble for being
Yeah.
drunk in public. Yeah. So I hop up there. Dude, I land 2 foot. My feet completely slip, and I just land on my back. So now you got two drunken
Straight out from
buffoons.
under you.
You got two drunken buffoons in the Stritz parking lot with a
Yeah.
toothbrush in the air.
Oh, my
And we
God.
can't get Carly's attention. She's like passed out. She's not answering her phone. She's just like,
What?
yeah. So then we go to her window. She had like a lower bedroom window.
Oh, so you
we start throwing rocks at it. And luckily it didn't like break the window.
Yeah.
But like that was one of the most fond memories I had too, is like jumping that fence, because we could like, easily just walked around it, dude.
Yeah.
When we left from giving her a toothbrush, we saw that we could walk around it. We're like, damn.
Wow.
Idiots.
We're dumb.
You know, their parents send us to school and we eat the paper, kind of deal. You know.
Yeah.
But what about you, dude? You got any fond ones that you remember?
Oh, I know one night I was at this party in his apartment. And I don't even barely remember going to this apartment, but Ace, I think, was there, my roommate.
Shout out to
And,
Ace.
dude, shut up. By the way, Ace, I think, is coming next weekend.
Ooh, I won't be here.
Fuck.
I'll be in Illinois.
So yeah, we're at this apartment, right? And apparently I was just sloshed beyond like return. I was just gone, and I was having fun. I don't remember any of it, by the way. And It was a Friday night.
House party.
Yeah, house party.
We told you guys it was dangerous
so
on the
fun.
last episode.
And I'm hanging out, and like I don't remember any of this, so I just wake up basically the next day, and he says like, "Hey, let's go to this apartment that we went to last night." I was like, "Oh, cool." I kind of remember like going to an apartment, like the lights. I remember them being blue, but that's about it.
Yep.
And I show up, dude. And have you ever done this where you show up at a party that you were at like the day before, or a bar that you were at the day before, and everybody knows you?
Yeah, because you
you're
did
like,
something stupid.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I have no idea who you are right now.
Yeah.
My bad. But
Yep.
I hope we had fun, and I hope I didn't make a complete idiot out of
Yeah,
myself.
yeah. Yep.
That happened to me at this apartment, dude. And I had no idea who anybody was the whole entire time, and I just played it off like, hey, what's up, dude? And we had like a great time that night too. But I remember that night. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not really landing the plane good on this one, but
Did you forget what you were talking about?
yeah. I'm not very good with stories sometimes, man. I start them out thinking like, oh my God, you remember this? And then they end up being like, why did I even
We
start
went to
that?
eat cheese curds at a bar or something like that.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, nobody remembered me. I guess maybe that's where I was going. This one time, dude, we were drunk by the river in Green. Benny will remember this if Ben watches these videos. My buddy Isaac Snood, the one we were talking about earlier, we were just plastered at this River Days in Green they have every year. And I went and got some cheese balls. That's what reminded me of it, cheese balls. Got the cheese balls. Just super drunk. We were like hiding it a little bit from somebody's mom. And we get really drunk. We go to this hot tub and stuff. And I'm walking home. And in my head, I was an escape artist when I was drunk. I don't know if you ever knew that. Like, remember that
you would
about
just
me?
dip out,
I would
dude.
just dip, dude. And like nobody could find me.
No.
And I would just show back up at the bar next time or back at the apartment or something like that. I was just an escape artist. Anyways, I escaped. And this whole time I thought like for a year or two I was by myself walking down the river. I fell in the river, dude.
Did you really?
Yeah, I ripped my shirt, all this stuff. I thought I was alone, like in the wilderness. And I show up back at like I wake up in my Suburban, which I used to sleep in sometimes at these campouts. And I woke up like,
you guys having?
my buddy had a house there, and they ended up getting rid of it. And so yeah, we used to just like park there and camp out and stuff for these river days.
Yep.
And in my head, I'm like, I was alone this whole entire time. I was all by myself in the wilderness.
Didn't
I fell in
know
the
why
river.
you went there.
Well, yeah, I was there for the river days. We were all partying.
No, but like in your days.
Yeah, didn't know why I was trying to escape or something and like get back to the Suburban. So I was like in the rocks on the river, and I fell in and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, this whole time, Isaac, like a year or two later, told me he was with me the whole time trying to get me out of the river. And
Really?
trying to keep me from doing all this shit.
Yeah.
And I just kept saying no. And in my head, like my memory, I was by myself just surviving and trying to make sure that like I didn't die. And like I'm just so drunk and like trying to get home. But Isaac was trying to stop me to do all this the whole time. He's right next to me.
Oh my
Like
goodness, dude. Dude, that's kind of crazy that you mentioned that. So I listened to that Mike podcast at work the other day. Mike Studd's podcast.
Yeah, okay.
And somehow they came on the conversation of like what drinking actually does to you, or like why people like drink
Yeah.
and like get addicted to it.
Oh.
And they said that like right when you like drink like a certain amount,
Yeah.
it voids the like your ability to like think about the future and worry about your past.
Oh.
So like you're like in this little window of like I'm zoning
Just
in
present.
at the now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's probably what you were going through at the time.
Probably.
You didn't realize like you weren't worried
That's
about
it.
your past and you weren't worried about your future.
Yeah.
You were worried about
Just like-
surviving and on the rocks.
Yeah.
Not falling in the river.
Yeah.
Getting out.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I forgot they had a name for it, but I can't remember what it was.
Huh.
But like it keeps you in like this little window, and once you drink,
It's pretty true, honestly.
Once you drink past that, then like you're out of that, and you don't think about
Really?
like yeah,
Huh.
it's crazy.
That's
dude.
interesting to think of.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Did you,
A lot of people will like drink just enough to get like
sweet spot.
Yeah, it's like a sweet spot. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Huh.
7 beers.
Yeah.
Not sure if it is 7 beers, but
But
yeah,
for
dude.
people, it might
yeah, yeah.
be. Interesting. Did you ever have a time in college that you, like, it was like a blackout month for you?
Like I didn't remember the whole month.
Well, that, but like, it was every night you would go out, it seemed like you wouldn't remember really what happened the next day. There was like a month or two in college where I could always remember what happened the night before, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if it's like when I started drinking vodka Red Bulls or something, but I just could not remember what happened, and this happened for like 2 months.
Really?
Yeah, I told Ace about it, and he's like, maybe nothing happened that like you really cared about. Maybe you just nothing. Yeah, maybe you just didn't care what happened that night or something.
Really?
But, yeah, it happened to me for like 2 months. I just like every time I went out, I woke up and I had to ask Ace, what did we do last night? I don't remember any of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I had times where like I did black out.
Yeah.
But
and there was nothing going on in my life
No.
that I was sad about. It was just like I was really excited to go out.
I think you chase the vibe instead of the drunk.
That might be true.
You know what I'm
Really
saying?
trying to
like,
be in the
I
moment.
don't think anybody wakes up and is like, "Oh yeah, like I can't wait to like get like blacked out."
Come to think of it, it might have been.
I think it's just the vibe of you feeling that like freeness and
yeah.
like
You're
you know
really
what I'm
getting into
saying?
the party.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, it might have been when I started switching to like liquor
Instead of beer.
a little bit. Yeah, because there was a period where I was just kind of a straight beer guy, and then I wouldn't really mix very much.
Have you ever blacked out off a beer? That you think about it?
That night that I told you about where I was in the river, I think was just beer.
I don't think I've ever gotten blacked out drunk off a beer.
don't
Only
either.
beer.
Yeah,
It's always
I don't
been
think
like
I have
liquor.
either.
Yeah,
That's
it's always been
interesting.
liquor. Yeah.
Beer you just can't get quite as drunk. I mean, you can pound them, but your stomach starts
Gets
to
so
just
full,
get,
dude.
"Ugh,"
I
and
mean,
you
you'll
can't
get
do it.
drunk. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
I don't think I've ever blacked out off of beer.
Huh.
Ever.
I don't think I have
No,
either.
just straight liquor. A lot of vodkas.
Yes.
A lot of vodka Red Bulls. A lot of
Vodkas.
well, I forgot
I
what the
can't
little
drink
Vegas
vodka
bombs.
Red Bulls
No, neither
anymore,
can I,
man.
dude.
I get-
almost died off of one of those.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
We went to Florida for the Iowa State
Oh,
bowl game.
yeah.
And I don't know, man. I think for the longest time, vodka Red Bull was my drink, not realizing what it is actually doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's an upper and a downer. Vodka's
Wow.
a downer, and
Yeah,
and
it is.
Red
yeah.
Bull's an upper, right?
Yeah, they really mess with you. Would not recommend.
No, and like we were watching the game down there. I can't remember who Iowa State. Oh, Iowa State played Notre Dame
Yes.
at the bowl game down there.
Yes, I remember.
And there's a group of us. There was like 6 or 7 of us, and we go downtown. Where the heck was it? Orlando. That's where it was.
Orlando.
Yeah, we go downtown, like downtown Orlando, and we end up at like this little Mexican bar, and we're like the only people downtown because
Yeah.
like we missed the rush to go to the game.
Oh.
So we were just like, screw it, we'll just watch it out here.
Like the
You know?
after.
Yeah. And they like brought us like a tent and set up a table outside, and they had
That's
like
cool.
They had like this big projector screen, and our tab was like $800 or $900 between like 7 of us. So it wasn't like
It's not
terrible. It's like
horrible.
$100
Food
a
and
pop or
stuff?
whatever. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Food and like liquor. I think
Yeah.
each one of us did 12 shots of tequila. Like we all did 12 rounds of tequila. Just like not
Didn't
including
even know it was possible.
yeah, not including the stuff that you're drinking.
Wow.
Like, so you would have a tequila shot and then you're drinking like whatever, right?
Ugh.
So
I
we
can't- I
did
don't like
that.
tequila.
We did that from like 11 a.m. all the way to, dude, I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it was just straight nothing but vodka, Red Bulls, and tequila.
Oh,
And the next day, dude, I felt like my heart was going to like stop.
I bet.
Yeah, Kingsley, Kingsley and I were sharing like a mattress, like pull out couch thing.
Yeah. Who's the big spoon?
I think he might have been actually. It's fine. He can have his day.
He can have it.
You know?
He can have his glory.
Yeah, he can have his 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, he was even concerned. He'd roll over and be like, "Dude, are you good?
Wow.
Like, are you okay?" I was
not good.
Dude, the hangover was so bad.
Oh.
3 days.
3 day
And
hangover?
then I had to get on the dude. And then it was New Year's Eve weekend. New Year's Eve weekend.
Wow.
And my idiot ass booked a flight. So we went from Orlando, right where the game was.
Yeah.
Then we all decided it was a smart idea to go 2 hours south to Tampa for New Year's.
Oh.
I didn't realize that I booked
fun.
the flight in Orlando to come back home. We were 2 hours away, and they booked their flight in Tampa to leave from Tampa back to wherever they came from.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we're in Tampa like the day before I have to leave, which is New Year's Day.
Yeah. You got to go back to.
I literally drove
Orlando.
them to the bar,
Yeah.
sat at the bar until I needed to leave because I was like, if I sleep, I'm going to miss this flight.
Yeah.
Sat until like New Year's, drove 2 hours, fell asleep dang near driving.
Yeah.
2 hours, got back on the plane, slept through the whole plane ride, just because I was a lack of sleep, dude.
Oh yeah,
like
that's the best thing too.
It was I was hungover, lack of sleep.
Oh,
If someone looked at me, I probably looked green.
probably yeah.
Yeah, I was just miserable, dude. It was a terrible
Need
idea.
some water,
Yeah,
bread.
yeah, it was so bad, dude.
You ever been thrown up in the toilet like the day after a like going out, just beer and stuff, and then you get to the point where there's nothing left in you, and you're just sitting there going.
Yeah, and it's nothing, dude.
It's nothing.
It's literally
you
nothing.
can't stop yourself from just going.
No, dude, it's nothing. There's nothing there.
It's just torture, dude.
The worst experience I ever had drinking was my 21st birthday, without a doubt.
That's a lot of people. I bet.
Without a doubt.
Just don't
dude.
know.
No, so it was Rojo and I, our old roommate Ross, and then another roommate. I can't remember who it was at the time because we switched that room so much.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I can't remember who it was, but we go to that Outlaws bar, right? It's the pitcher night.
Yep.
$5 pitcher again.
Oh.
Right.
Did you get your 21 mugs?
The next day.
Oh,
No,
the next
I don't
day.
even think I did because I was so fucked up from my 21st.
'cause that's Thursday, yeah.
And we went out at like midnight.
Yeah.
And, oh, no, we didn't. We went out the second day. So I had a full night of being 21.
Oh.
We saved it. We're like, no, we'll just go tomorrow.
Oh.
So I go throughout the whole day. I have like a 6-inch sandwich from Subway.
Yeah.
That's all I had. Like an idiot.
The whole day.
Yeah. Because dude, at this time, I'm not really knowing what's going on.
Yeah, you don't know.
Like I've been drinking, like
Yeah.
at house parties and stuff, but it's not
You
the
haven't been
same.
bar drinking.
It's not bar
It's
drinking.
not
Not
the
the same thing. And so we go to that first bar, Outlaws, right?
Mm-hmm.
We each do 3 pitchers, the big pitchers on our own.
Uh-huh.
So I'm feeling pretty sauced up at that point, right?
Yeah.
I go to the bathroom to take a leak. The bathroom is like 20 feet away, literally.
Yeah.
I get done taking a leak. I come back. There's 5 whiskey shots on the table. And I'm like, damn. And I'm in my head, I'm like,
No. Yeah.
Because I hate
You just
I
know.
hate the taste of whiskey.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, dude. Like, don't be a little bitch. Boom, 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 boom. Take 5 shots. Take the 5 shots. And like Rojo looks at me and he goes,
Yeah.
because he would not have done it.
No.
So I do the shots, right? I'm sitting there like, want a yak.
Yeah.
And then I like get a beer
Yep.
just to like make it go smoother.
Something.
Drink like a beer or 2 later, or like maybe like another pitcher, and I have to go take a piss again. I go to the bathroom, same thing, dude. Another 5 shots. Do the 5 shots, so now I'm like 10 shots in, plus like 3 or 4 pitchers. Just blitz, dude. They're like, hey, let's go to the next bar. So then we walk over to, at the time, I think where did we go? I think we went to One Night Stand had just opened.
Oh,
like,
dude. One
right
night.
away.
Shout out to One Night Stand.
One Night Stand in Ames.
Woo!
Like, place is fun. We went there for 1 drink, got 1 drink, and then we crossed the street to go to Size.
Yep.
I blacked out. I go to pull out my ID to give the bouncer my wallet.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's right when it hit me.
Oh.
Blacked out, dude.
When it hits you, dude.
I was handing my wallet to my ID to the bouncer.
Yeah.
Face first. Fall face first, dude. Boom. And I wear glasses, right? As you guys.
Oh, you just fell over?
I just fell over, dude. Like
What?
someone went like this to me and just fell over.
Boom.
Yeah. And
Wow.
I fall over, and my glasses, dude, get stuck in like my nose, dude. If you look, you can see like there's like a little.
Oh, a little scar.
Yeah, it's because of this part.
What?
Went into my nose, dude.
Oh my God.
And I remember like hitting it and waking up. Like I blacked out from here to here and woke up when I got here.
Oh.
I wake up and all I remember is like, get this man a shot. And it's the bouncer getting me into the bar, bloody nose, everything. And
Bruh.
I take a shot. I remember taking the shot, and then I remember going outside at the side's little like patio thing outside.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
like all that like the flower stuff
Yeah,
on the walls
yep.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember like standing out there just because I needed some air, and then I blacked out again.
Oh
and
my God.
Rojo and our old roommate Ross
Yeah.
carried my ass all the way from Welch to Yellow Ghetto. And Rojo was like a big dude. Like
Yeah.
he's strong.
Yeah.
And like when you're carrying literally
stocky.
dead weight,
Yeah.
I was not helped at
No.
all. Like they were like dragging me up a flight of stairs and then like letting me drop.
Wow.
Dragging me up another flight of stairs and letting me drop. And like they opened the door to the apartment, dude, and like they just let me go. And I just went right into the kitchen, dude. Then They got me into the bedroom. And shout out to Carly, because Carly was like always like the mom of the apartment. Yeah, she took care of us a lot. She like sat me up, put like a pillow next to me, and just made sure that like I was like not choking on my vomit.
Throw up, yeah.
She was nervous, dude, because like I kept throwing up like
At that
black
point.
stuff, like which is like stomach liner stuff. Yeah. The next day, dude, I wake up and like I had bit through like my lip, like because when I fell, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And I wake up and I go in the mirror and I'm like, what is going on? What happened? Because
Yeah.
it was dude. I checked my phone. It was 11 o'clock when all this happened.
At night?
At night, from 9 to 11 is
Early.
how long I lasted.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's what 10 shots of whiskey will do.
Yeah, and like all that beer, you
Yeah.
know, literally lasted not very long.
No.
And I wake up the next morning and like my mom's trying to FaceTime me, and I'm like, oh shit.
Of course.
So I open up the FaceTime and she sees my face and I go, oh, Mom, like, sorry. I slipped on some ice because it was January. My birthday's in January, right?
Yeah.
Valid excuse, right?
Oh, yeah. That's
valid excuse.
Sounds right.
And it's funny. LB and I went home last weekend to visit my family, and we're sitting there at my cousin's 21st birthday.
Yeah.
And my mom airs it out in front of everybody. She's like, Jesse, I know you didn't fall on ice. Bro, it's been like 7 years.
Yeah.
Since I told her I fell on ice.
She
And
knew
she's
the whole
known this
time.
whole time that like
Dude,
it was meant
parents
to.
know.
Dude, they know.
They know. There's being
They know.
nice.
That was the worst ever like experience I've ever had with alcohol. Like
I've never heard
worst.
that story. That sucks.
Yeah.
Just flat.
Dude, and if Jose gets on here, I'll let him tell his story, but Jose's got one pretty similar.
Really?
Yeah, but his happened recently.
Oh, really?
Like last year sometime.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
the same age as you.
It was in the fall, I think maybe.
Dang.
Yeah. But he can tell it. I'm not gonna air out
we'll
his
let him do
laundry,
it.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
If
dude.
he wants to.
Yeah, it was, and it had to do with the face.
Wow.
Yeah, terrible.
drunk
You never had
stories.
anything like that though.
I've gotten hurt and fallen and stuff. I used to jump into bushes. I don't know why I like
I remember
bushes.
that. I've seen you do that.
I used to really like to jump into bushes for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't
Nothing crazy like that though.
know. Not just falling straight on my face. I
Blacked
might have.
out.
I remember one time I was really drunk walking home and I like had my hand on a fence just going like, you know how you do that through the fence?
Yeah.
And I caught a sign and just slit the shit out of my hand.
Oh, man.
And just bled everywhere.
Oh man, I have had some cool stories while being drunk though. I think the coolest one I ever had though was like, and it's not like
Oh, I got a cool one.
with a bunch of girls. You got a cool one?
Yeah.
I'll make this one quick so you can
All
tell
right,
me.
all right.
It was like a year ago maybe, or a year and a half ago. It was recent. I'll say recent, within 5 years.
Yeah.
And there's a group of us. We were walking downtown Des Moines, and I saw this dude on a skateboard.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, like I played sports. I skateboarded. I'm just like Garrett said on the last podcast.
Oh, dude, chameleon.
got my hands dipped in everything, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And like we're walking downtown and we're brewery hopping. So you guys already know that like brewery beers are way stronger than like your average like Bud Light or like your Natty Light, right? And I'm dressed up, right? I got a nice jacket on. I got some nice pants on and some nice shoes on. And I see these dudes skateboarding and I'm blitzed. Not blacked out, but blitzed. Like feeling good.
I
Vibing.
know this story.
Vibing. I posted
Yeah.
it on my story.
Yes, yes.
And I'm walking down the street and I'm like, hey, let me see that.
Yeah.
Right? And being a prior skateboard kid, I like hopped on it, just hammered. Yeah, I dusted my shoulders off a little bit.
Yo, pass that board this way.
I was like, yo, pass that over here.
Slide
Let me, can I see your board? And he goes, yeah, dude. And he slid it to me. And I don't think he was thinking that I could like kickflip.
He's like, this kid's gonna
He's like, this
fall.
guy's just a drunk
Yeah.
idiot, right?
Some entertainment.
Slides it over, pop a kickflip quick, and I say, here you go.
Yeah.
And walk away. And Jose's in the background like, oh my God,
Like,
Jesse.
what?
Yeah, dude. That's probably
cool.
one of been the coolest ones.
Yeah.
For
I think
sure.
I remember that on your story. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool. You're
Yeah.
like, dude, check this out.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, it is like I literally he slid it, did it, walked away.
Yeah, first try, nothing.
Continued going to where I was going. Yeah, that was the coolest thing ever.
That's awesome.
What's yours though? Tell me about yours.
I think I'm gonna save it for the next one.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't
I'm
want to do
gonna
this?
save
How long have we been going now?
Oh, we've been going a minute, dude.
Oh.
We started at 6:30.
Oh, okay.
I think that's it for us.
Yeah, I think that was a good one.
I like it.
That was a good one. Good
Time is
second
Money
one.
was the title of that one. We talked a little bit about it. We got on a little bit of a college rant.
Yeah, we had to catch up from last.
We had to
time,
catch up, dude.
though, you know,
Yes, yes.
time is the currency, like we mentioned before. I mean, if you weigh the pros and cons, and you think that you can do it on your own, whatever it is that you want to do,
Yeah.
make sure to do your research, right?
Yep.
And we're gonna tell you to do it.
Oh, yeah. And if you guys ever have any questions, leave them in the comments, like for anything. It doesn't even matter. If I know the answer or know somebody that does, I'll get you the answer to some of that
we'll
stuff.
put you in contact. I mean,
we're both in very unique situations. We have a lot of answers to a lot of different things, and we're here to help and let everybody grow.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Comment, like, and subscribe, right?
Yes, sir. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. We will see you in episode number 3.
Right.